And welcome back, everybody, to our Christmas episode of the TV show. I'm Jay Black, joined I say just, but you fill up the whole room with your exuberance, Rhea Hughes. I'm joined by Rhea Hughes. Angelo had to attend to something today, so it's just the two of us for what I
Yes.
think is going to be a fun, special kind of show. One that we've never done before, but
No.
it's my favorite thing, everybody. It's a Sweet 16 tournament edition. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to find out what the greatest Christmas slash movie slash TV show of all time is using a NCAA style tournament format. So I'm just going to read what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down the different choices, and then we're going
Okay.
to talk about each bracket, and you and I are
Got
going
it.
to talk about who won for each bracket. So let me
Okay.
bring it up for everybody here. Let's see. Okay. So we have four brackets. We did it as Sweet 16. The first one is North Pole Classics. We have
Yes.
It's a Wonderful Life going up against The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. A Christmas Story against Miracle on 34th Street. The other bracket is Holiday Comedy. We got Home Alone going up against National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Love Actually going up against Elf. We have Christmas TV classics. We have Charlie Brown going up against Rudolph. The Year Without a Santa Claus going up against Frosty the Snowman. And then we have offbeat and cult favorites. Die Hard
Yes.
against The Night Before Christmas, Nightmare Before Christmas. And by the way,
Yeah.
don't come at me with Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. The debate has been going on and on. I consider it a Christmas movie, so it's got to be a Christmas movie. And finally, we have Bad Santa going up against Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. And we're going to find out, based on this, what your favorite Christmas movie is. Well, I guess, you know what, saying favorite might be wrong. What we
Yeah.
consider the best based on these brackets, because some of these for me were really hard, Rhea. I don't know about you.
Definitely.
So we'll talk about the movie and then we'll come to it. So let's start right at the
Okay.
top. Let's start with
Yes.
North Pole Classics. We got
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life against How the Grinch Stole Christmas. What do you have, Rhea?
So the Wonderful Life. Hold on. I did too many notes around here, which is my problem when I do my notes and I write on the back of pages.
Homework
Um,
is never a problem. We think of
I
you
know
very
I always
highly,
do.
Rhea.
So it's a Wonderful Life versus the Grinch, right? That's what we're going at right now.
Yes.
So for me, I know this is odd to say. I'm not the biggest fan of It's a Wonderful Life.
Mm.
I find the character of oh god, what Jimmy why am I
George
blanking?
Bailey?
George Bailey to be a little annoying and just hard-headed. And I find it a lot of the movie to be a little dark, like not
Hmm.
very holiday-ish. Now the end scene, obviously, every time, a bell rings, an angel gets its wing and everybody's at the house and all
Yep.
that. But the Grinch, on the other hand, it's very much, I think, a holiday movie, and it's about redemption and the whole town coming together to eventually sell. I find that just way more Christmassy than It's a Wonderful Life, which I know some people may be upset with. I don't know how you
Re-
feel.
no, Rhea, I'm with you 100%. I'll tell you why. I grew up with all of the cultural fallout of It's a Wonderful Life. I saw 30 versions of This Is What Life Would Be Like If You Had Never Been Born before I saw the original It's a Wonderful Life. So for me, culturally, it was already played out by the time I
Yeah.
saw it, which is no fault of the movie. It's just the fault of my upbringing. But I will say this about It's a Wonderful Life. It's got prime error Donna Reed in it. And
Yes.
Donna Reed, listen, if you want to see a good-looking lady from 100 years ago, go look at Donna Reed. My goodness. I used to watch the
Angelo
Donna
would have been all over that.
Yeah, I used to watch Donna Reed show as a kid going, well, if I grow up and Donna Reed's my wife, and I think things have gone okay for me. So yes, I'm with you. The Grinch was my winner as well. We are both 1 for 1 in our choices. Rhea, I think this is going to be a 16 for 16 sweep. Probably
No,
not.
no.
All right, so let's see. Our next one is A Christmas Story versus A Miracle on 34th Street. Rhea, what do you got?
Again, maybe not a popular view. The Christmas Story, I also not a fan of. I think the Christmas Story, here's what I will say is because kids out there who are watching and listening, there was a time when you couldn't watch things repeatedly,
Yeah.
except for on Christmas Day when I believe it was TBS would
TBS. Yep.
run the Christmas Story in a marathon. Now listen, when stations would run like Rocky on a marathon, that was really cool. The Christmas Story, I found Ralphie annoying. I found the parents annoying. Eating in a what Chinese
Chinese
restaurant on
restaurant. Yeah.
Christmas, very strange. Just for me, I know some people do it, and it's a big thing, but I I didn't like the kid. I found Ralphie to be annoying. So, and I am completely freaked out by the tongue on the flagpole. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. So, I am not a fan. Miracle, on the other hand, that to me, and the original is a quintessential Christmas movie because it deals with magic. I mean, Kris Kringle, the courtroom scene. It's what I think when I think of Christmas movies. It's about a belief in something that's not really there. It's like the faith in it. What's the famous letter? Virginia, is there a
Yes,
Santa
Virginia,
Claus?
there is a Santa Claus. Yep.
Yes, Virginia. And so for me, that movie, and it was oh God, the famous actress played the little girl. Why am I blanking on her name? I think
Hang on.
unfortunately she,
I'll find it. Hold on. You go. You keep talking.
and I think she might have, not died in a nice way, but I just found that movie to be a quintessential Christmas story. And it's New York,
Now, oh,
and
it's
you
Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood.
yeah, well,
That's who
there
you're
you go.
thinking of.
So
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't know that she was the original little girl in it, and a great actress. But I just, that's what I love about Miracle on 34th Street.
Rhea, I'm going to tell you what kind of kid that I was growing up because I could never get behind Miracle on 34th Street because I just didn't buy the legal argument that if Santa Claus gets mail, he's real. Like I just remember going like, okay, listen. As a kid, I was like, I'm out. I don't know if Santa's real or not, but I don't think the U.S. government is going to officially recognize Santa Claus as existing because he gets mail. By that estimation, the Coca-Cola polar bears are real. I don't believe it. So I was out on Miracle on 34th Street. I'm in on Primary Natalie Wood. I will talk about 1950s and 60s Natalie Wood as long as you want. Even up to Brain Scan, her final movie in 1982. Quite the looker. But no, I'm sorry. We have our first divergence.
Ah,
I go Christmas Story over Miracle on 34th Street. Although I will say, that is a great scene. We were all walking in with the bags of mail and dumping it. That always made me smile
you
as a
don't
kid.
mess with the post office, Jay. Come on, we know
That is
that.
true. They will literally go postal on you. All right. We'll come back to that for our winner in just a second. Let's switch over to holiday comedy. We
Got it.
have, I believe, a divergence here. I don't think you're going to
Oof.
choose my choice on this. We got Home Alone versus
Uh-huh.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Rhea, what do you got?
So for me, this one's easy. Home Alone is just brilliant. And right before we did the show, I asked Clark, he's, Alpha, and I said, Clark, what's your favorites? Because I let him watch it when he was 8, which I believe is the age they were going for Macaulay. I mean, Macaulay
Yeah.
Culkin might even have been 8, but that's the age they were going for. And that kid watched, I believe there's 6 of them, watched every single Home Alone, loves it. And he said, well, yeah, when they're, when Pesci and the other guy who's, I'm blanking on everybody's name, when they
Daniel
break into
Stern.
the, that's it. By the way, underrated actor, because wasn't
Love
he in
Daniel Stern.
the City Slickers? Wasn't he in City
He was
Slickers?
in City Slickers. He was the voice of Kevin Arnold, the older Kevin Arnold on The
Oh,
Wonder Years. The guy underrated, did a ton of stuff through the
yeah.
80s and 90s. Doesn't get the recognition he deserves, but yes.
Yeah, I like him. He's so we were watching it, when he climbs in through the window and he's tearing up his feet on the Home Alone thing of I think every kid can relate to, my parents hate me at some point. It
Yeah.
either happens at 8 or 10 or teenage years are always fun. Luckily I have a boy teenager. I understand things are different when you
Mm.
have a girl teenager. But the movie, because it also the last scene, and I will just tell you, and as you, Jay, you know me, and Angelo knows me, I'm not exactly the most sentimental person.
Sure.
When his whole family comes home and he looks out the window and he sees old man Marley with his family and he's waving this, it literally gets me every time. So for me, Home Alone, way better than National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Rhea, this was a really hard one for me. I went back and forth and back and forth, and I went the other way. I went Christmas Vacation because it was a movie I saw in the theater with my dad. We were big. Now Chevy Chase is a well-known jerk.
Oh,
Uh, he is a colossal jerk. Ruined a couple of seasons of Community, at least behind the scenes. In front of the
yeah.
camera, he was great. He
And
was
by the way,
hated.
just so Jay is not wrong, we had Chevy Chase as a guest once,
Right.
and it didn't go very well. He was not particularly very friendly.
He might be a sociopath. I don't know. That's just me speculating. That said, that movie makes me laugh harder than any Christmas movie I've ever seen.
Randy
It
Quaid, yeah, I mean, yeah,
another colossal crazy human.
ooh,
Uh,
but
but
funny.
yeah, Beverly D'Angelo as his wife. This is the one that had Jonathan Galecki as Rusty, who went on to be on The Big Bang Theory and
Yep.
Roseanne. Juliette Lewis is the daughter. I mean, it's a packed cast.
Wow.
Julia Louis Dreyfus as the next door neighbor Margot. Just an unbelievable cast with a great script from John Hughes. Originally going to be directed by John Hughes, but excuse me, uh, I think the original director had to bow out because they couldn't deal with Chevy Chase. It was Christopher Columbus,
That's a
and
shock.
and John and uh, John Hughes said, "I'll make it up to you. I'll get you something else," and got Christopher Columbus Home Alone, another John Hughes movie. So it worked out okay for everybody. I just love that movie. That movie makes me laugh. Sorry, it was my winner for that field. All right, next up, this was an easy one for me, Rhea. Too easy. We got Love Actually against Elf. What was your choice?
This was really difficult for me because I love the movie Elf. I mean, the first time I saw it, I thought, what? Because there's not a lot of fresh Christmas content, Christmas movie content.
Right.
I mean, hit every Will Ferrell as just this lovable elf running around town. His father, played by James Caan, brilliant in it. As it was it Steenberg,
Mary Steenburgen, yep,
Mary
as the wife.
Steenberg
Yep.
as the mother, loved her. The kid, by the way, the little kid in Elf. I will tell people to go out there, compare the little kid in Elf to a picture of Nick Sirianni, and people have done them side by side. It's like, wow, the little kid in Elf grew up to be Nick Sirianni, which is very funny. I love that movie. I can watch it all the time. I am the British correspondent. So I have to go with Love Actually. Although there are some problematic things in Love Actually. What annoys me is that I never know if the one woman, who finally has been in love with this guy at work for forever, finally gets to hook up with him, but she has this problem with this guy who's obviously institutionalized, and they never tell you if it's her husband or her brother. What's the problem? That's always bothered me. But Love Actually, the multicast of it. Hugh Grant is another guy who also behind the scenes, not easy to work with from what we've
Right.
heard. He's brilliant in it. I love it. Emma Thompson is in it. Who's the bad guy from Die Hard, which I know we'll talk about.
Uh, uh,
Um,
yeah, oh my God. I lost so many nerd points for forgetting his name. There's so many names involved here. It was, let's see, Alan
I
Rickman.
don't mind. Yes, Alan Rickman, plays the husband who's, a little naughty. And the scene when he's trying to buy a necklace for the girlfriend and not his wife in the store with Mr. Bean. I'm forgetting
Rowan Atkinson.
everybody. Yes, that's it. Rowan Atkinson. But by the way, is it a new movie, which I'm going to check out? It looks kind of funny. Is one of the classic scenes. I love it. So I picked Love Actually.
Rhea, I just love Elf. It was an easy one for me. Love Actually, I think I didn't see it when it first came out. That's one that I came to later. And I think sometimes the hype can kind of overwhelm a movie. I saw Elf in the theater. I laughed hysterically. I still laugh hysterically. I took my daughter to see the musical Elf. So,
Oh,
yeah,
they have a musical?
they have a musical.
Oh,
I don't know if I think it's out of Broadway. It's now just a
okay.
touring company, but I went up to State Theater in New Brunswick and checked it out with my daughter. And you know, it's at the point which is very few movies can get to where you don't need to tell the whole story in the musical because all of us already know the story.
Exactly.
so they can elide some of it and make reference to it, and you just get it. So Elf was the winner for me. So again,
Peter
Rhea, we're
Dinklage in Elf is a riot. Oh,
absolutely. And especially because the memes that have come out of that, where it's like, here, I've got an idea that's I'm really excited about. I mean, just he's just great. Peter Dinklage, again, just a guy. Whenever somebody tells me like, oh, I can't do blank because there's too much stacked against me.
yeah,
How about becoming a leading man in Hollywood as
exactly.
a little person and never playing a little person? Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Never sort of always
He's in
insisting I'm just a
he's
character.
he's in a movie that I know Angelo and I reviewed a couple years ago, and I will come up with the name of it, but it's he plays kind of a bad guy, but you root for him. He's like a
It was
mafia
a,
dude.
it was a Netflix TV show. Is that the one where he
Yes.
kidnaps the girl?
Yes, because she went after his mother and forced
Yep.
her into a nursing home and stole her house.
Yeah.
He is absolutely brilliant in that show.
Right.
Brilliant.
I just love the fact that he said, I will play characters who happen to be a little person. I'm not going to play a little person that is the character. I just
Yeah.
love that. That's
Yeah.
just amazing to me. All right, here we go. Rhea, we're not doing great on our lineup here. You and I are one
I
for
know.
four on our winners.
Yes.
Next up, Christmas TV classics. Charlie Brown Christmas up against Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The Year Without a Santa Claus against Frosty the Snowman. What do you got for Charlie Brown versus Rudolph?
This is easy for me. It's Rudolph. I mean, the island of misfit toys. Hermie the elf, who I want to be a dentist. Bumble, the abominable snowman. Yukon Cornelius. This movie has everything, and it was done so long ago. But the story it's trying to tell is that even if you don't quite fit in, you fit in somewhere. I mean, those are the things we've tried to raise our children with these days. And that movie came out in when, the 60s?
Yep, mid
64?
60s, 60, I
Yeah.
think 63, 64, right in there. Yeah.
So I couldn't, and I've seen some people say it's controversial because his father's mean to him and all this kind of stuff. Well, you look at any movie, every hero or heroine has to overcome something.
Hmm.
And I just think this movie does it brilliantly. It's funny, it's poignant, it's got, music. It's just, to me, that is a perfect Christmas movie.
Rhea, I'm with you 100%. Rudolph is my choice. Charlie Brown and those depressed, weird kids can go stuff it. I listen. I, I,
Here.
re-
I'll say one thing about Charlie Brown. What Charlie Brown is great for, one of the first times when it first started with the thing that, how he got Snoopy. You know how Charlie Brown got Snoopy? He adopted him. And
right.
that had to be 50, 60 years ago. So I always thought that was cool.
I think that's cool. I think that the music, the jazz score of that is the
It's
thing that
weird.
outlasts the rest of it. I like the music. I
Yeah.
don't like. I read a biography of Charles Schultz, the guy who created the Peanuts.
Peanuts. Yeah.
Very weird guy. I think basically all cartoonists are weirdos. I think that to come up with a strip every day sitting in your house by yourself, you turn even more so the comedians, you turn into a weirdo. Uh,
By the way, Calvin and Hobbes is my all-time favorite. I have like pretty much every book out on Calvin and Hobbes. And then I
I
wound up having a little boy, and I think that I understood it a lot more 20 years later.
I just bought my son a Calvin and Hobbes compendium for Christmas. He's going to be taking
Yes.
that to college with him. So I'm with you. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer beats Charlie Brown and the weird bald depressed kids. All right, next up, Year Without a Santa Claus versus Frosty the Snowman. Rhea, what do you got?
This was tough because Year Without Santa Claus, I'm Mr. Heat Miser.
Uh-huh.
The song, I love that part. But to me, Frosty, you cannot beat little kids running around playing through town with a snowman. And then when I swear to God, every time I think he's going to melt, I feel like I almost start to cry.
I'm with
Every
you.
single
Yeah.
time it gets me. Frosty, without a question. I love Frosty the Snowman.
We're two for two on this one. I'm with you, Frosty the Snowman. You're right. The music is great in Year Without a Santa Claus, but Frosty the Snowman is an all-time classic. Rhea, there must have been some magic in that old top hat they found. All right. Next up, we have our offbeat and cult favorites. We got Die Hard going up against Nightmare Before Christmas. Rhea, what do you got?
So the Nightmare Before Christmas, I know visually it was beautiful and the story was really interesting. But to me, because I love the fight about whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I will say, so the British Board of Film Classification, I'm going to circle back on two of the movies we're going to talk about. But when it came to Die Hard, in Britain, 44% say it is not a Christmas movie. 5% say it's in the top five of their Christmas movie films, which I found. I believe it's a Christmas movie.
I
The
agree
ho
with
ho
you.
ho scene, come out to the West Coast, it'll be fun. To me, it's Die Hard 100%.
Well, I'm with you 100% on that. All you people saying, listen, even Macaulay Culkin came out this week and said it's not a Christmas movie because Christmas is not intrinsic to this. But I don't know if Home Alone, if Christmas is intrinsic to Home Alone, because you get right down to it. Christmas, it's just any holiday. They could have been leaving for Easter break. They could have been leaving for Arbor Day. It's just the idea of being home alone.
Yeah.
The ambiance of the Christmas decorations and the music and the fact that it takes place at a Christmas party, that to me makes it a Christmas movie. I will not be having this argument. Don't at me. It's a Christmas movie, and Die Hard's better than The Nightmare Before Christmas. Moving on. We
Yes.
have Bad Santa and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. This was an easy one for me. What was your choice, Rhea?
Home Alone 2 may be one of the best sequels out there of any movie to me. And Bad Santa, I can't, I love Christmas. Okay. My birthday is between Christmas and New Year's. To me, it's my favorite time of year. You can't have my Santa being an alcoholic. As, as I'm having a glass of wine.
Well, you're not
And
Santa, Rhea. That's
yeah,
okay. It's
so no,
fine.
but Home Alone 2 is a spectacular, and then the nod of the pigeon lady in the park to Old Man Marley. I just and New York as a character, basically. New York City was a character. I love Home Alone 2.
What I discovered about myself, Rita, doing this entire project is that if you make me laugh, I
Yeah.
like you. And
Yes.
Bad Santa makes me laugh, so Bad Santa was the winner for me. Probably not. I would say Bad Santa is probably less a Christmas movie than Die Hard is, because
Oh
even though
yeah.
he's Bad Santa, I don't necessarily feel Christmassy because of it.
No.
But it's on the list, so if I'm going to make it, if I'm given the choice between Home Alone 2 and Bad Santa, I'm going to watch Bad Santa every time. That's just me. I'm a broken person. I don't know what to tell you.
Yes.
All right. So, Rhea, let's go back up to our first bracket to see
Yep.
who comes out into the final four for you. You had Grinch and 34th Street. I had Grinch and A Christmas Story. What was your choice out of that?
Oh wait, is this the second, is this to go to the
The,
finals?
no, North Pole Classics. This is to
No.
go to the final four.
Okay, so I had It's a Wonderful Life and Miracle on 34th Street.
Uh, to come out of that, the seeds that
Oh,
won.
you
Which
want to just Final Four is Miracle on 34th Street.
so
Sorry.
Miracle.
Yep.
Okay, no
Yep.
problem. So 34th
Yep.
Street wins for
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Grinch wins for me into the final four.
Yep.
Of the two, I again, like I said, I do not believe that the judge would honestly side with the post office on that. But all right,
They're
so we
movies,
have.
Jay. They're not meant to be based on reality.
I know. I got a big. So I did a video on Instagram that got like 500,000 views. It was like a huge video for me, where it was just I was curious why Kevin, when he was, you remember that scene of Home Alone where he's doing rocking around the Christmas tree
Yeah.
and he's got all the mannequins. My
Yeah.
question was, why does he have three mannequins? What house has three mannequins in it? And so to me, I was like, this is weird. That's a
Yeah.
weird thing to me. So I put it out. It becomes this huge video. Rhea, I got 1,000 comments calling me an idiot because in the novelization of the movie, it said that the mother of Kevin, Kate McAllister, is
Yeah.
a fashion designer. And it was in the novelization. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't read the novelization of Home Alone 2, you nerds.
And I will just tell you, she probably just had one of those like seamstress things. I have one up in my room, part
Right.
of a decoration where it's like there's no head, but you just put clothes on it. But just, that's
Yeah.
neither here nor there.
I don't think you need nobody needs three mannequins, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
So, all right. So you had Home Alone and Love Actually were your two winners
Yep.
in the first round. Who wins between Home Alone and Love Actually? And was this an easy one or a hard one for you?
This was hard for me because I love both of them, but I will say I picked Home Alone and I have the backing of the British on this. So, in case anybody says because I'm British, so the British Board of Film Classification named Home Alone UK's favorite Christmas film. They said it hits every note. Love Actually finished second. I am with the British Board of Film Classification, Home Alone.
So I had Elf up
Yeah,
against National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and Christmas Vacation won. Rhea Chevy
there you
Chase, he's getting $3 in residuals from my
go.
family every year
There you
because
go.
I watch it. All right, so our next round we had Christmas TV classics. You had Rudolph and Frosty. Which of the two wins for you?
Rudolph.
Yeah,
I love Rudolph.
Rhea, we are aligned on our Rudolph love. That was my
There we go.
choice as well. So Rudolph, universal unanimous choice to make the final four. All right, you had Die Hard and Home Alone were your two of the two.
Mhm.
Home Alone 2. I'm going to guess Home Alone 2 won for you.
Home Alone 2. It's just to me, it's like I said, it's one of the best sequels. It's hard to make a sequel that good. And I think even Macaulay Culkin knew it because he never made another one after that, even though they made four more. Home
Right.
Alone 2 is fantastic.
I went Die Hard. Ho ho ho, Rhea. I have a machine gun now too. I mean, it's
Love it.
any anytime you write ho 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 in a dead guy's
Yes.
blood on a white t-shirt, guess what?
Yes.
You're making the final four in Jay Black's book.
I
You're
love
lucky I
that.
didn't put Die Hard 2 in here. I watch Die Hard 2 every year as well. I'm a nut. All right. So let's get to our final four. Let's see if we can find our championship for Rhea and championship for me. Rhea, you had the Miracle on 34th Street up against Home Alone. What was your winner in of those two?
Miracle on 34th Street.
Wow, Miracle makes the championship. That is
Yes.
an upset. I would have gone
Yes.
Home Alone. All right, so you got Miracle. I
Because
had
it's
Chris.
classic. It's just to me, it's just a classic movie. It's well acted. It's beautiful. It really is.
I do like the moment when he's telling them what they don't. He says, "Don't go to Macy's. Go to Penny's. You'll get it for cheaper at Penny's." And
Yes.
it reminds me of a time when like department stores really did matter, like
Oh
Sears
God,
and
yes.
Penny's. And we had one near me called Clover. I don't know if you
Oh, I
remember.
remember Clover. Well,
Yeah.
I just loved, when I was a kid, my great aunt, my grandma would take me to the light show at Wanamaker's. And when Clark was a little kid, before they closed it, but I believe they brought it back, I would take him there. And even as hokey as that light show was, he loved it every year and we loved it.
And I believe Wanamaker's was the thing in Mannequin, the movie Mannequin,
It was.
where
Can I tell you just super quick? Me and
yeah.
my girlfriends drove down to the set to try to find Andrew McCarthy because I had a massive crush on him.
Well, you know
So,
what? You
yeah,
could have saved his career, Rhea. If he would have married you, he'd still be a big star today.
there you go.
So I had Christmas Vacation beating the Grinch for the win there. So Christmas Vacation made the championship for me. All right, Rhea, you had Rudolph and Home Alone 2, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
which of the two wins for you, Rudolph or Home Alone 2?
Rudolph, 100% Rudolph. Like I said, I love this. I think the story is classic. It's beautiful. It's for kids. And as a parent, you don't mind watching it with your kids because I showed it to Clark when he was little. So Rudolph.
All right. So I had Rudolph versus Die Hard. And here's the thing: had Rudolph gotten at any point plastic explosives and blown up all of those people that made fun of him. My big problem growing up with Rudolph Rhea was, I'm not important until I'm useful. How about this? I was intrinsically important, guys.
Okay, I'd like to just point out to you, welcome to the real world.
That's a fair point. That's a very fair
So
point.
there you go.
Yeah, nobody's coming up to me going, "You're cute, Jay. You can just I saying you need to."
Adorable.
Yeah, no, that has never happened. But
Okay.
uh Die Hard won for me. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're following along at home, Rhea Hughes has in her championship game of the Christmas Miracle, I don't know, NCAA tournament. We got Miracle on 34th Street versus Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer TV special. I have Christmas Vacation versus Die Hard. Rhea, what was your champion of all Christmas?
When you have something called the Island of Misfit Toys in your movie, That it's, and like I said, Cornelius Yukon, what a character. I looked for, I remember as a kid waiting to find out because my grandma or my great aunt would have the TV digest when Rudolph was going. It was appointment watching for me. I'm going with Rudolph. Classic Christmas movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rhea Hughes, please keep in mind Rhea Hughes worked with Angelo Cataldi and Joe Conklin and Joe Wechter for many, many years. So she, of course, is going to identify with the island of misfit toys because she commuted
Yes.
to the island of Christmas
Yes.
of misfit toys. So I had Christmas Vacation versus Die Hard, and Rhea, I thought about this more about this than whether or not to have a third child. This was a very difficult decision for me.
Penny will be happy to find that out.
So I came up with Christmas Vacation as my all-time Christmas movie. I believe it's got heart. I believe that it's got a great cast. I believe that it will make you laugh harder than just about any movie that you're likely to see at the holidays. When he puts the Teflon coating on top of the sled and fires down the mountain like a rail gun shot a piece of shrapnel. I laugh every time. Every time I laugh till I cry. So that was my choice. Now, here's what I want you guys to do at home. I'm going to post uh, a poll on this. So go. I guess go to my threads. I don't want to go. My threads isn't as popular as my Twitter, but it's hard to. At the Christmas time, I don't want to back Elon Musk. So go to my threads. I'm Hello J Black on threads and vote. Did Rhea get it right or did I get it right? Which is the better Christmas movie, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or Christmas Vacation?
I think
And
I'm going to lose in a landslide.
I don't know. I don't. There's a lot of animosity towards Chevy Chase, rightfully so.
Yeah.
I think Rudolph is an all-time classic. This is a little bit closer than I thought. The only thing I know for sure, Rhea, is that Angelo would have had 100% different answers for all of these and
Yes.
called us an idiot for our choices. That's
Well,
all I
yes,
know for sure.
especially because my choices involved animation. So, yes, he would not have
Oh
liked
yeah,
that.
oh he's not going to be happy with
No.
stop motion, especially. He's
Claymation.
Yeah, Rhea. I thought that I could trust you, Rhea, but no. Uh, all right, so yeah, please go to my threads, Hello J Black on threads, and give me your thoughts on if we were right or
And
wrong.
here, Jay, I'm going to help you out on this. So I'll post something on my Instagram in a couple days, but I think because you and I went really long and we'd be getting out, so we'll keep this as just a Christmas show.
Right.
But I think we should absolutely mention our sponsor, Steven
Yes.
Singer, and Clark and I were there a week ago. Not, I'll show it next week after he gives it to his girlfriend. Picked up a beautiful trinket. So by the way, his store in Newtown Square is open now. So Steven's got two stores. So if you're in the suburbs, if you're in Philadelphia, you can go to both stores. They've got Stephanie she's great. That's who we deal with when we go downtown. At the other corner of 8th and Walnut, they've got amazing stuff. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Well, I don't know when we're posting this, but you still have time to get down there. Steven Singer. I hate stevensinger.com. All of your holiday gift buying, he'll take care of you there.
100%. There's no Grinch at Steven Singer, and you need to go there. That woman right there is the great Rhea Hughes. You can hear her every morning starting in January. She's off for the rest of the year
Yes.
on the WIP morning
Slacker.
show. Yeah, slacking away. She's resetting, recharging for the Eagles run in the
Yeah.
playoffs all the way to the Super Bowl. So listen to her every morning. You can watch it on YouTube. You can also check out her Instagram, which is Rhea Hughes 94 WIP on Instagram. Angelo is not here, but check out his book Loud, which is available on Amazon, on Audible, and at angelocataldi.com. Also, make sure you check out our great sponsor, Steven Singer, at IHateStevenSinger.com, and check out my super liberal posts on Instagram at Hello J Black. I was just telling Rhea, I'm getting killed on some of the stuff that's going on my
Your
Instagram.
your Twitter feed is quite interesting. I will just say that. You have
Yeah,
many thoughts.
I do. Rhea, many thoughts that my
They're
wife would wish
interesting.
I kept all of them to myself, but I do not. I put them all out there. So follow me at Hello J Black. And guys, we'll be back next week with more great TV content. Thank you for listening. Happy Christmas, everybody.